That's why I'm asked. I do it just the same way everybody else does it, asshole. I get into my car, I drive over to your house, I bend over in front of your mother and let her lick it clean. He's got sandpaper tongue, man. What do you think about YouTube comments? Do you read them? Yeah, I read them. I really wish I didn't, but I do. I think it's a cesspool of the internet. I mean, I'm an asshole, but these people are real assholes. I've read nicer things in a copy of Mein Kampf. I've read nicer things in the Satanic Bible. Reading YouTube comments is kind of like reading the journals of the criminally insane the day after they tested LSD on them. Can you read this? I am so fucking retarded. Can you read this? Why do you think Nintendo punishes YouTubers for basically giving them free advertising? Well, I think it's a cultural difference, really. Like, you know, here in the West, Western developers tend to understand that we can create a very big audience for them by playing their games. And over there at Nintendo, you know, in their culture, they have their head straight up their own asses. What do you think YouTube will be like in 4 years' time? MySpace. Just kidding. Google Plus. Will you be my Valentine? Very funny, okay? I know a catfish when I see one, okay? No, I'm not gonna send you an iPhone from Amazon in the mail. No, I'm not gonna buy you a refundable airline ticket so you can cash it in and I'll be out $600 bucks. But just in case you're serious, my phone number is 501. Call me, baby.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live.
Shatter the metal spiders. Bring the gems of power to my altar. This is my tool, hero, not yours.
Hello everybody, what is up? It is Timmy. I do apologize for once again having another upload without any actual video footage, but I really do hope you continue to watch and listen, because once again I do need some advice and suggestions, and I really need people to pay attention to the full video and not just part of this, because you might not know what part I need suggestions on, but I really do hope that this video will benefit you guys and it'll also benefit me. So anyway, for those of you who have been unaware, my videos have been changing a little bit. Most people would say that they're improving, but for myself, I don't really know how I feel about it yet. Within the past couple of weeks that I made videos, I've gotten a lot of really positive feedback. Not past couple of weeks, more about like a week and a half or so. I've been getting a lot of good feedback, especially with my most recent video, in regards to the editing. I'm not talking about the topic itself. I have gotten criticism for that, as well as other videos too. That's never not going to be a thing. But I've gotten a lot of positive feedback in respect of the editing and in respect of the style and such. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. There's been a lot of changes, and there's going to continue to be quite a few changes, because I'm at this point with my channel where there's a lot of things I want to improve, but I'm not really sure how I want to do that, so I'm experimenting a little bit. I'm kind of testing the waters with a few things and trying to figure out what type of style I like, what type of things I consider to be, you know, good, and what kind of things I consider to be bad in terms of, you know, post-recording, post-production, whatever. To make a long story short, the main reason why I haven't been recording with my camera and making videos with nice editing in the past is because I really never had the time, and I also just honestly enjoyed the simplicity of turning on my webcam, talking about something, and then uploading it right to YouTube. Now, recently, there's been quite a few health issues that I've been having that has given me a bit of free time, and while that is a very bad thing in terms of my health issues, the only good thing that's really coming out of it is the fact that I have had more time to work on YouTube videos and do stuff, and it's kind of, It's helping me a lot more than you guys think it is. And I'm not just saying that because I get a whole $5 every month, enough to buy myself a burrito from Taco Bell with the monetization that I get. But, it actually is almost therapeutic for me, in a way, to be making these videos. It's something to get my mind off of all of this crap going on. And, with this free time that I have, it gives me a bit of a chance to put more effort into my videos. Effort that I didn't always have before. And now that I have the time to do that, I'm not really sure what I like and what I dislike in terms of my editing goes. Again, I'm kind of experimenting now with a bunch of things. I'm kind of testing the waters and trying to figure out what I like and don't like. Like, for my most recent video, I'm not going to go in about the topic, but the editing itself, it was completely different than my normal videos, and the thumbnail was as well. And, really what I want to get to is, what do you guys think about that? I'm not really sure if I'm crazy about the thumbnail. That's probably my biggest pet peeve. My second biggest pet peeve is, the jump cuts, but there's actually a reason for that, more so than it just looks nice. I actually am not one that is a fan of having jump cuts every 10 to 12 seconds in a video. That bothers me. It bothers me more in my own videos than it does when I see other people's videos. It's just a personal standard that I have, that I don't really like adding too many jump cuts, and I think a lot of people can understand that, because it gets annoying sometimes when everybody has a jump cut every 5 seconds. Like, they can't make one coherent sentence without putting a cut in the middle of it to try and make themselves sound more professional. And I get that. I mean, like, sometimes, I think a lot of times it can be used tastefully, but it's still something that I prefer not to do unless I absolutely have to. And I go to such an extent to do that sometimes I will re-record my entire video multiple times. Actually, pretty much every video I've made, I've at least recorded twice, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I either don't like my pacing, or I forgot to say something, or I didn't say this, or I did say something but I messed up the way I said it, or I'll go off on a huge tangent. There's a lot of things that I do that I just don't like, so I'll record it maybe 2 or 3 times, 3 times sometimes, even more, depending on the topic and depending on how long it is. But the camera that I used in my most recent video is actually my boyfriend's camera. He got it with his income tax money. He wants to get into photography and stuff like I've been doing for years. And he said that I can borrow it and use it for my videos because it's a brand new 4K camera and it's a fucking beautiful piece of machinery. And he said that I can borrow it, which is really nice of him to do, and I very much appreciate. But the only problem with this camera, it's a Sony A6300, I think. The only problem with it is that it heats up really quickly when you shoot in 4K. It heats up completely, and it eventually makes the camera shut itself off. I can probably get maybe 15 to 20 minutes of straight recording before it shuts itself off, which is, good if I can do one straight shot, but unfortunately, it takes a while to cool down. So a video that should only take me maybe 15 to 30 minutes to make, depending on how many times I reshoot it, ends up taking maybe a couple hours because I have to turn the camera off and wait for it to cool down and redo it. And if I fuck it up again, I have to do everything all over again. It's a pain in the ass. So instead of just doing it that way, I experimented with trying to break the video up and try to do some jump cuts, and if I fucked up something, I just cut it out instead of trying to re-record it. And unfortunately, that's probably how it's gonna have to be for the next few videos until I figure something out, or until we get like a there's a thing that you can get for that particular camera that will keep it cool and will cool it down, and there's also a memory card I'm eventually going to invest in just for making videos, which will help it a lot. But for right now, there will probably be a significant increase in jump cuts, but I don't think there'll be as many jump cuts as there was in my previous video, because there were a lot, and that just irritated the hell out of me. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm getting at here in this video. What do you guys think of the changes in my video editing so far? There's going to be quite a few more changes here and there. I'm definitely going to try and use the camera more. I just need to figure out what kind of style I like, and it's going to be a bit of a hit and miss testing process. Maybe there's a few ideas out there, like someone suggested that maybe I should put some background music in my videos. Maybe I will, I don't know. What do you guys think of the intro? I basically just got a template and then tweaked it a bit and added some music in, and I really like it because that's my favorite color and stuff. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know, and let me know if you have any suggestions or critiques about said jump cuts in the video thumbnail. I just didn't like the video thumbnail. I'm not going to change it, though. I'm going to keep it up just for future reference to look back on and say, you know, I tried this and I tried that, and yeah, so I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it up, but I don't think I'm crazy about it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Women's March. Now, before I even get into that, there's a few things I really want to get out of the way. Number one, regardless of which political party you stand by, there has to be some...
At last.
So hopefully that looked pretty cool because I'm currently at square one. All I have right now is a whole bunch of awesome computer parts and 18 pounds of amethyst crystals. Yep, as you may have seen, I wasn't just gonna have colored light representing the inside of a geode. I want it to really feel like you're looking inside of an actual geode that happens to have some wicked looking computer parts. And in order to make it look like that, I must build. So without further ado, let's get to it. HP's new Omen X lineup comes equipped with Intel's 7th generation Core i7 processor. Check it out in the link in the video description. Hey yo, homie G, we building the computer, see? First things first, I should probably see if this stuff is even gonna function. I've had some of these things for a while now, and they've just been kind of sitting here, and I don't even know if they work. Whoa. So right off the bat, I need to actually test all the stuff. I've been sourcing the things for this computer for the greater part of 2016, and now it's 2017. So I haven't taken some of these things out of their boxes in so long that they have dust on them. The first thing I'm going to install into my Strix X99 gaming motherboard is an i7-6900K, which is going to be fantastic because I've been struggling on my Twitch stream for a long time now with an i7-2600K and Windows 10, which don't really go very well together. I can barely stream Rocket League. Bring it, bitch. One of the nice things about this motherboard too isn't just that it's a really great looking motherboard and it's gonna be a solid motherboard, is this RGB header down at the bottom right here. Not the easiest thing to see ever, but I can plug in my cable mod RGB cables into that and sync all of the lighting in my system, which is going to be rather awesome considering the importance of lighting in this build. Now I'm gonna install some RAM, some Clev memory. I really like this Clev Crass stuff. I don't see very many people use it, but I just think it looks awesome. One thing that was pretty important when I was picking all these computer parts was that they looked nice, but rather minimalistic, because I didn't want the computer parts to visibly take away from the amethyst crystals. I wanted them to accent it. So white lighting or having lighting in general was rather important, and then the rest of it, I basically just wanted it to be black. I'm hoping I checked for compatibility with the cooler. I did this so long ago that I don't remember, but that's some tall memory, and this is a big cooler. Man, this looks amazing already. Have you ever wanted to like stop a build partway through and just be like, it can stay like this?